what's happening, Nation? It's Joku. Lenny Hefe, I'm sorry, but that game was a beating. You guys got completely took. I was not expecting that. I was expecting Kansas City to lose this game, but it just goes to show you, man, for all you guys to come at me and you're like, a defense is not going to make a big difference on our team. You're out of your damn mind. You saw what a stud defense with some stud linebackers can do. They dropped 2 safeties that entire damn game, took Tyreek Hill out of the game, gave up Kelsey over the middle, and then just dominated every other facet, and they had just Mahomes running for his freaking life, man. And I'm not going to lie, I loved every damn second of it. If AB wouldn't have caught a touchdown in this game, this would have been the perfect game. Kept Mahomes from throwing a touchdown the entire game. He ended up throwing 2 picks, and that last pick that he threw, there honestly should have been 3 because that one did bounce off Hilaire's hand on the ground. And then that one right at the end where he got it in the end zone, dude, man, I'll take that all damn day. Just watching Mahomes just kind of with that puzzled look on his face, not really knowing what was happening. I really enjoyed it, man. I'm watching Brady win another kind of sucked, but I'm kind of used to seeing it by this point. That is what it is. But I just wanted to see how you guys felt about it, man. If you're new to the channel, please do think about subscribing. I really do appreciate that. But I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm just going to jump into your guys' comments. Just kind of talk about this one, man, because it was a pretty good game, and it really went the way I wanted it to. Al, what's happening, dude? More likely to laugh when Tampa Bay blows out Kansas City. Came to fruition. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Aaron, what's happening? Mahomes got torched. Mahomes, man, I'll tell you, those announcers were killing me, just making every damn excuse in the book for him. He was running around like a madman that first half, and they weren't talking about his toe, and then as soon as this game started to be a blowout, oh, his toe this, and he still hasn't been fully recovered. Dude, suck it up. We went through so many games without our offensive line being intact, and we did not get destroyed like that. That just showed how much the lack of depth that you guys have at certain positions. And when your offensive line goes and you're playing against the defense that's not scared to come at you like the entire damn game, you're going to get took, man. You're going to put a damn smile on my face the whole time. We have more rings of the Chiefs. Yes, we do. They'll show up by 1. Tony Romo finally made it through the Super Bowl. Jesse, what's happening, man? I'm glad you make it out. It's the only way he was ever going to do it. Raiders for life, what's going on? No, I know it was already rigged, man, for Tom Brady. Like, I'm not even... Dude, a lot of people have been saying that. He beat Rodgers and the commissioner, and they were already know that what... Dude, I don't know. Raiders for life, their defense won that damn game today. Dark Side, what's happening, dude? Choke Kingdom. Welcome to Choke Kingdom, everybody. Dax, what's happening? The Bucs laid the blueprint to stop the Chiefs' offense. Dude, it's been there because other teams have slowed them down. But I will tell you, I don't know, man. Their defense coordinator called the perfect damn game. He kept it simple. He kept the pressure. And that defensive front, man, that front 3 that they had coming, they were getting through every damn time. And then when they didn't, those linebackers coming off the edge were just dominating, man. Yeah, it was kind of rigged, but they still... Joshua, what's up? Oh, Larry, what's good, man? I'm glad you can make it out. Ricky, what's happening? I dislike the Chiefs way more than TB12 and AB. Ricky, I don't know about that, dude. I have kind of an equal hatred for both of them, but I did not want to see the Chiefs go back-to-back. I'm happy KC lost. Raider Nation I'm happy they lost, too. Watts, what's going on, man? The game shows why you blind... Dude, why you build your defense. Exactly. Why I'm telling you right now we need to get a damn linebacker at 17. Because if you can have Littleton play to his top level, you have Kokowski sitting in the middle, and then you bring that dude from Notre Dame in and have him sitting on the other side, and then you have a guy like Morrow in your rotation, I'd much rather have that. Like, much rather have that. It's way more speed. And you saw how those linebackers changed the whole damn game today. Brady's the best QB ever in this one. Man, Ferris, what's happening, man? Brady, dude, what was he today? Let me look at this real quick. 21 for 29, 201 with 3 touchdowns, and he led them down the field. Fournette looked like a freaking beast today. I'm telling you right now, he's either trying to get re-signed with the Bucs or he's trying to get paid coming back. I'd still like to have him as our like 1-2 punch with Josh Jacobs, but dude, I'm probably gonna bring him back. That kid played a hell of a game today. Linebackers that can fly sideline to sideline is the key to Casey. Dude, I'm telling you, man, if you can get those linebackers to stick with them, you saw what happened, Edgar. You're 100% right. Z's, what's going on? Tony Romo had gotten out of the booth and won that game. He would have got out of that booth, came down to the field, hurt his back on the second play, and then been done. But we have more Super Bowls than Tampa Bay and the Chiefs. That is still true. Brady owns Rodgers and Breeze and Mahomes. Brady owns pretty much everybody in this damn league at this point. I told folks if Tampa Bay's defense came to play and the Kansas City O-line was shot, dude, that's what I'm saying, man. And they were talking about how they had to move everything around because they lost what's-his-name with the Achilles. Doesn't matter, man. We've been shuffling our offensive line. Those dudes just got smacked today, like straight smacked. Edgar, Jokes and FAB. That's all it is. Numbers rigged for Tom Brady to win it. Dude, the fact that it was in Tampa Bay, it was like, and then he made it all the way. I don't know. I thought he played a pretty damn good game. Part of me understand what you guys are saying, but part of me just doesn't want to accept that. And if I do have to accept that, then we need to do whatever the hell we have to do to get on the good side of that thing. Brady's a franchise killer. Mahomes needs traded, and Reed needs to be fired. That's what they'd be saying right after the Raiders won. They'd be like, oh, got to get rid of Carr. He won a Super Bowl. Now let's get him the hell out of here. What do you think about Sherman and Gruden's comments on the show? T-Base, what's going on, man? I talked about that a little bit last night, how they were talking but not actually talking, so they didn't break any of the rules. I really think you have a serious shot at seeing Sherman come over to this team through this offseason. KC had a lot of dropped balls and balls to the face. Damn you, Jesse. I will tell you, they had a lot of penalties against, like a ton of penalties. They all seemed pretty legit except for one to me. That one that they got in the end zone to put the ball on the one to end the half, that one seemed kind of crap. But everything else looked pretty legit. Tampa Bay knew the Chiefs' play calls. Man, I don't know. It looked like it. Some of those times out there it did. Samil, what's happening, dude? That $500 million contract looking stupid right now. Man, that poor kid, he was just lost by the end of that game. Like completely lost. The look on his face sitting on the bench was Brady was running around, clapping his hands, getting everybody hyped. It just kind of shows you, like, I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from him, but he was not ready for this game. He was not ready for that defense that they ended up playing against him. And, it showed the whole damn time. My goodness, everyone wants Derek Carr and some jokes, thinks they can trade him for Watson. We're not trading a great top 10 QB for a 4-12 QB. Sorry, Eric, I pray to God you're right on that. Hey, Seuss, what's happening, man? Mahomes was paranoid after getting hit, running around looking everywhere. Dude, towards the end of that game, he was spinning his head. He was just running backwards and then just spinning and trying to whip it down the sidelines. He almost got that one to Pringle in the end zone, but he was so rattled throughout that game. There was no chance there was making a comeback, like none. Pizza, what's happening, dude? Never bet against the GOAT. My mom is so mad right now. Pizza, I bet she is. The Chiefs defense getting all them flags hurt. Dude, that first half, they got flagged a tremendous amount, but their secondary was getting torched, like completely torched. Between Rob Gronkowski and Evans, dude, they were putting in so much work out there, and they were getting held every damn play. No more Red Kingdom song. Never have to hear that shit for a while. I'm so happy about that. Outplayed 3 times this year, twice by Derek Carr and once by Brady. Eric, that is 100% fact. What do you think trading Mariota to the Patriots? If the price is right, Aaron, I would take that. I think that's one of the reasons why we brought Peterman back, just so we could kind of open up offers for Mariota. I know so many people are like, oh, no, they did it so they could trade Carr. You're out of your damn mind. We did it because Mariota came in there, showed he still can play at a professional level, and we might be able to get some value out of that. So there's no reason not to take it and save that $11 million. Devin White is a beast. You should have drafted him, bro. Sebastian, you are 110% right about that. TB12 got 7 rings. And you got to respect it, man. For as much as I hate it, you have to respect it because nobody else has done that shit. Nice to see the refs punk someone other than the Raiders for once. There were some bad calls in that game. I'm not going to lie. There was 1 or 2 that were blatant. AB won in the end, stumbling. That pisses me off more than anything else, and I am not even going to lie about that. The fact that he was able to screw over so many teams, so many people off the field, just normal everyday people, and then still end up getting his way, making it into the Super Bowl, and then catching a touchdown from Brady, which was his ultimate fantasy, is the reason that dude's head's so jacked up to begin with. That was the one thing that truly pissed me off about this game. The Raiders need to focus on the defense this offseason. Got to get to Mahomes, 4 defensive linemen. Dax, I'm telling you, you saw what happens when you put that much pressure on Mahomes and you're bringing blitz packages. They did a double corner blitz in this game, and Mahomes had no idea what to do. Like, no idea. And then granted, no teams do that, but this is the fact they pulled that out. That's the kind of stuff you have to be willing to do. Chiefs fans punching the air right now. Dude, they're swinging at everything with their face buried in a pillow right now. Devin White wanted to be drafted by yes, he did. And it sucks because you saw how talented that damn kid is. Tomahawk's chance sounds more like hell, nice try. I almost made it through that one. Jaden Mickens and Blaine Gabbert got a ring. That is true. I love AB. He was so good, and I love it. Yeah, Pizza, there you go, buddy. You keep living that dream up there. Remember, Jaden Mickens? Shit, dude. You got me after a few tonight, Watch. You might have me on that one. Carr isn't the problem. The defense is. Fix the defense. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. I just wanted you guys to see this game for all the people that constantly hit me up that as long as Derek Carr's the quarterback, we could have the best defense in the world and we're still going to blow it. I'm like, dude, you done lost your damn mind. You see what a defense can do because Brady and Carr's numbers over the past 2 seasons have been pretty damn close where Carr has edged him out in most of the major categories. So I don't even want to hear that, man. You get our defense fixed, we'll be doing just fine. Whereas Hefe Dax, that was the worst offensive display from the Chiefs I've ever seen. Patty Mahomes nervous. I don't even think he was nervous, man. I really think it just, the game got away from them. They realized that all the stuff, their little trick plays and gimmick plays, they were just going to get swallowed up because they were bringing the pressure every time. And there was no time because they were dropping the safeties for Mahomes to make his little special plays out there because he was getting crushed the entire damn game. Like the entire game. And that's how you beat them. You get that pressure on Mahomes and you get him feeling that pain early. Kyle, hopefully the Chiefs get a Super Bowl hangover and fall next season. It's a real possibility. They're going to keep that same team pretty much together with all the contracts that they signed. They're really going to be looking towards the offensive line and in the draft, I can tell you that. But after that year, dude, they're going to be in so much cap hell, it's going to be unreal. Please get Carr a defense. That's all we need, Yancey. That's all we need. Gronk smashed it. Gronk went out there and did some work today. We have to get our defense to that level like the Bucs, Mile High Raider. If we do, the sky is the limit for us because you can see how big that makes. Man, it's such a huge freaking difference. Brady got in Tyrone Matthews' head early. Dude, Tyrone Matthew the Honey Badger looked all out of sorts. He did. He got in his head early. You are 100% right about that. And then when that flag where he just kind of talked shit to Brady and that flag came in, I don't know what he said because the ref, you could tell, was close enough to where he heard it. But just to get a flag for talking trash, that was a little bit suspect for me. I'm not going to lie about that. Defense wins championships, and it always has. It always has. And I get it, man. And I've talked about how the NFL's changed, and it's geared more towards the offense, and they want to see points put on the board. But at the end of the day, if you have a defense that can stop that from happening and your offense can put up the points, which is exactly what we have with the exception of the defense that just completely sucks, we'll be able to put it back together, man. And it's going to end up looking damn good for us. Brady is the dude. You can't argue it, man. You cannot argue it. My sister lost $100 from a bet. Shouldn't be betting against Brady. Everybody knows that. First time I ever rooted for Brady in the Super Bowl. I honestly wasn't rooting for either one of them, but by the time that the Bucs ended up just kind of stomping on the Chiefs' faces, I was happy as hell. And there was a part of me that was hoping they were going to put that one more touchdown on the board before that game ended. Yeah, dude, Watts, it's a perfect mix, dude. It's the perfect mix of young guys and then the veteran players that can back them up. Bill, what's happening, dude? If we could sign Shaquille Barrett from the free agent linebacker this offseason, would be great. He is a free agent this offseason, but that dude's going to be pulling such a huge price tag, and he honestly might get franchise tagged just the way that's the way that team's set up and the way their contracts are working out. That's the last thing I heard, that if he doesn't sign, they're just going to slap him with the franchise tag. Dude, they deserve the MVP. And I told you guys that Mahomes was going to be running for his damn life. Yeah. Thank you, Watts. I appreciate that. Didn't want Brady to get a ring, but I am so glad the Chiefs lost. Yeah, dude. They're going to be salty as hell tomorrow, and you can walk in there and rub it in their face because it wasn't even like a close game. They just went out there and just got completely spanked. Like, completely spanked. It was honestly kind of embarrassing for the Chiefs to go out there and take that kind of loss, especially because the entire game they were talking, well, the Chiefs are never out of it. The Chiefs, they're such a big play team. It's only going to take one little 2-minute section, and then they'll be back in this game. And dude, it just never happened. 3 field goals, and then you're off the field. In the Super Bowl, dude, no, you just got to deal with that. What happens when you don't have a Mickey Mouse schedule? That's it. Yes, I'm with you, bro. Just need a good defense. Carr is not the problem. Dude, Edgar, he's not the problem. And I'll tell you right now, we jack the shit out of this defense, and we go out there, and we have a top 15 defense, and we finish 8-8. Yeah, deuces, Carr. But I promise you, if we have a top 15 defense, there is 0% chance that we go 8-8. Like, it's not even a possibility. Gronk got tired of all the Kelsey talk, dude. I saw them talking after the game, and you could tell that Gronk had the upper hand of that thing. I was so happy to see it because I'll tell you, I hate Travis Kelsey with a passion, with like a true passion. Gronk make me laugh, dude. Went out there and did the Masked Singer shit like that. Like, it really makes me laugh. But I loved it. Love seeing Kelsey walking off that field with his head down. Chiefs are trash. The Raiders are winning the division next year. King, it's a real possibility. Mayock gives us a defense. That's what has to happen because if he doesn't, we're screwed. Tyron had an interception and his teammate got the flag. Yes, he did. And he was pissed. That was another thing that got into his head and got him off, dude. Chef Lou. D-Mag, what's happening, man? I'm glad you can make it out. Hopefully you're feeling pretty good tonight. I'm no Brady fan, but he is the GOAT. I'm not a Brady fan either, man, but you have to respect his talent. It is what it is. Cool, Kev, what's happening? Seeing how AB tanked his way in the Tampa... Dude, that pissed me off. Kev, I talked about that earlier. I'm not going to jump back into it, but that truly pissed me off. I'm not going to lie. Looked like Tim Tebow out there. Damn straight he did. He looked just... I don't know, man. Looked like something was completely off, but it came because of that defense. It wasn't anything like off the field. I understand that they were going through that coach that was like, and that part of it sucks. I'm not going to make an excuse for the Chiefs out there because usually they would end up stepping up and like playing better for that. They looked all out of sorts. Andy Reid was not calling a very good game. They were outcoached and just dominated in the trenches on both sides of the ball, man. Both sides of the ball. Brian Edwards is going to have a great 2021. If he gets an opportunity, he is. But I'll tell you right now, if he ends up being third, like number 3, and we were running mostly that slot, so he's only getting out there every, I don't know, like 2 to 3 catches a game. Same shit with Ruggs, man. It's not going to make that difference. It's going to piss me off. Buck should have been on the phone call for help for KC. That was one of the hardest Super Bowls to watch because I hate both teams. As long as the silver and black are the championship rings, or more championship rings than the Kansas City, that's all I could ask for, and we're going to continue to stack them, dude. Bruce Arians was AB's offensive coordinator in Pittsburgh. Yes, he was. That is a fact. Let's get a defense, and the division is ours. If we can get a defense, Ardo, you're 100% right. Every Raider needs to pump their brakes on Mahomes' 6 Super Bowls. Dude, they were spitting that shit as soon as the game ended. They were like, Mahomes is going to see so many of these games. This one's going to sting, but he's going to see 7 or 8 more. It's like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? This team's going to be picked apart based on nothing more than money over the next 2 seasons. And then you're going to have Mahomes and then see if he can do it with other pieces around him. I don't think he can, to be completely honest with you. I think this game right now, because everybody was watching this, everybody was tuned in, you have pretty much the exact blueprint of what you need to do. And if you could do that against this team and you can do it at a high level, you're going to end up wiping the floor with the Chiefs, regardless of who they have on the field. Can you tell people that we just need a pass rush? Please, Raider Nation, what's happening? If we can get a defensive tackle that can generate some pressure up that middle to free up our defensive ends, that would be one of the big things. But we have to get a third linebacker, and we have to get a freaking single cover high free safety, man. If you don't in Gus's system, we're screwed next year. Like, we have to make that move somewhere. Feel proud, Derek Carr. Our QB is the only QB to beat Mahomes, and that includes Brady, who destroyed KC. That is very, very true, Eric. I hope Gus Bradley took notes of that Bucs D. Dude, I hope he taped that game, and that's all he watches for the rest of the offseason. Andy is worried about his son. Cool, Kev, I will give you that. And Andy Reid, I do feel for him. I talked about that the other night, too. That sucks, but I don't know, man. The show must go on. Defense did save him early in the season. Yes, it did. Top realistic free agents for us, including salary cap, too. That's what it's going to be, Ardo. It's going to come down to what cuts we make. Once like Ty Williams, because there's been talk about him definitely being released, that's going to free up a couple million for us. So it's a tough one, man. I'm going to have to break it down and get into that whole like cap page thing and see how much it frees up with each person. Antonio Brown is going out tonight after a Super Bowl to catch himself an STD. No, that's right. Why is Gruden unable to state the simple fact that our defense sucked last year? I don't know. Him coming out and saying it would actually make a world of difference, John. And I would love to see him come out and say it just to kind of give everybody in that entire room a wake-up call. But I think a lot of it might be Gruden not just understanding that it was Gunther that completely jacked that defense, and that's the reason that they suck. So he doesn't want to put it on the players when he knows it was the coaching. That's what I would like to believe. Refs were kind of bad. Epic draft they were, and they were leaning pretty heavily towards Tampa Bay for that, especially in the first half. The second half, it seemed like they tried to even it out a little bit because there was a couple calls that KC got that they should not have gotten, but it was definitely more lean towards Tampa Bay. Brady vouched for AB to Arians. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Nobody wanted AB at first. You got to make Brady happy. Now you get a Super Bowl ring under your belt. Man can't get 8 rings with $1 billion in cap space. It sucks. 8. Dude, that was the one thing, Oscar, that pissed me off more than anything else was watching AB catch that freaking touchdown. Anybody else would have caught that touchdown, and AB not only saw the ball a few times. I would have been I wouldn't have been happy, but I would have been pleased. Watching him catch that touchdown was like a big F you to everybody that he screwed over along his way, man. Bucks have a complete problem. Even when Brady throws 3 picks in the first half, he still gets bailed out. If Brady had the Raiders, it would have looked differently. You guarantee that. Thanks to the Raiders for the blueprint for winning the Super Bowl. Damn straight. Did Mahomes shake hands or did Brady go for the lip kick? I think he leaned in and then Mahomes just kind of stuck his hand out real quick. Did you shave your beard? Yeah, I got some meetings tomorrow morning. I got to be all clean cut and walking in there with a fresh face. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Family off limits. I feel bad for Andy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Eric. I'm not going to bash him at all or his family. I'm pulling for it. There were some kids involved with that. I just want everybody to make it through and just the timing of it sucks. I'm not going to, I don't know. It sucks. I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest with you. Defense wins Super Bowls and elite offense can't win. Dude, you have to have a defense backing them up. You have to. If you don't, you're screwed. Do you think the Chiefs losing their left tackle and having to switch around their offensive line really hindered the offense tonight? Bo, I mean, you saw him coming off the edges. Shaq Barrett came through a couple times completely untouched. But it's no different than us putting Brandon Parker at our starting right tackle, man. You have to have those depth pieces. And when you cough up so much money to a bunch of your offensive powerhouses and a few guys on your defense that are taking up all your cap, one of your starting offensive linemen gets hurt, you're literally taking a guard who's not like a Denzel Good type guard, who's just a complete piece of trash, moving him to the right tackle and then sticking the right tackle back at guard. And dude, their whole offensive line, that thing was such a cluster. But it's no different than any other team that has to go through it. They just got taken advantage of tonight. For Raiders fan, the Super Bowl tonight was the closest of our fans will get the Super Bowl watching other teams play. Damn you, man. That O-line was shot by the third quarter. Dude, they were done by that third. They were getting ran over. And by the end of the game, their defensive line, the Chiefs' defensive line, they were just getting ran through, man. Completely ran through. 8-9 yards a pop. The Raiders will lose draft pick because of Gruden's comments to Sherman. I don't think so. I think because it never happened in person, it was all just through Twitter and they weren't really contacting to each other. It was just kind of out there. I don't know, man. There's a lot of little loopholes in that shit these days. The worst part of the game was, yes, dude. Yes, Mr. Big, thank you. There never should have been a Super Bowl contender, how they play in their own stadium. I don't like that, but it is what it is. Oh, Alex, what's happening, man? I'm glad you can make it to the live show. I really appreciate it when you make it out to the shows, man. Remember when we lost our center before the last Super Bowl we were in? Always destroyed. Dude, not having the right offensive line destroys you, but you have to be able to rise above that shit. You have to. Mahomes gets knocked into the 5th grade. Dude, that last sack he took, he got crushed. And then the one where he ended up getting that, it was Pierre-Paul, and I think White came in. 3 dudes kind of collapsed on him, and he got twisted up and just kind of tipped backwards. He ended up getting the flag for it. I don't know, man. When you're getting hit like that the entire game and you've been knocked down 8 or 9 times and you're just running, he was literally running for his damn life. I love it, man. Why didn't we sign Fournette? I don't know. I wanted Fournette. I was pretty open about that. I thought he would have been the perfect one, too. Honestly, with the money that they signed him for, we had that money available to where we could have signed Fournette. I think they really were just confident in Booker. But sometimes, even if it's right before the season like that, you got a dude like Leonard Fournette who can he's playing for something, man. That kid's playing strong as hell. He wanted out of the Jacksonville Jaguars association completely. Finally got out, bounced around for a minute, but now he's playing to get big time. We need an elite secondary player to guide these young ones. Yes. Sherman, I think, could be that guy. Then you bring in a veteran free safety, and then you just stack our damn front line and our linebackers with these young kids, and it'll be awesome. Truly, truly awesome. Mahomes got hit by Sue, Paul, and White. All right, so it was Sue, Paul, and White. I knew Paul was a part of it. I knew White came in there. I saw this coming 10 years ago. Chiefs were way too full of themselves. Media went right along with it. Feeds right into Brady's motivational scheme. Honestly, John, you're right about that because it seemed like every team that beat him throughout the season, he just came back and dominated throughout the playoffs. I don't know, man. Got to give that dude props. I just wanted to come out tonight, man, make a quick one, see what you guys were feeling about it. I really appreciate you guys all showing up. If you could click that like button on your way out, it really does help me out and keep me growing. But until next time, man, I'm Son Joku, and we will see you guys next time.